Hi guys, I'm Jen Colley, and I'm excited that you guys are going to be serving with children this summer. What an incredible opportunity to share who God is and how much He loves us with His children. And so I just wanted to give 3 tips on working with kids, no matter what age they are. These are things that can really be valuable. And so the first thing is, when you are working with kids, it's super important to learn their names. So I have a little name tag here. My name is Jen. That is an incredible way to communicate to kids that they matter and that you know them and that you've seen them. And it also really opens up opportunities to communicate, that you can call them by name. And so if you need to work on memory techniques or saying their name several times to remember it, you don't have to be just a magical memorizer of names. It can actually be a skill that you learn to do. But I highly recommend, as you work with kids, get to know their names and use them. Second tip is, here with the blocks, to use all of those moments as teachable moments. I think that you will probably be working with a curriculum most often where you will have a lesson or you'll have activities that you're going to be teaching, but there are so many moments in the teaching of those things that I call them teachable moments, things that are a part of the lesson or not, that come as a process of working with kids that we can use to teach them about who God is and how we interact as His children. For instance, let's say you're building a tower with blocks, and as usually happens, another child comes and knocks the block tower completely over, which usually results in some frustration, some anger, maybe some tears. This is a great teachable moment to talk about forgiveness, to talk about teamwork, how we can rebuild the tower even though it got knocked down. Who knows? It might even be a teachable moment to talk about how God knocked a wall down in the Battle of Jericho. So use those moments to teach rather than to see them as interruptions or distractions. They're usually those places where we can really dig into what God is really teaching all of us. And my third tip, and this really actually is a part of the other two, but I kept it as its own thing because I think it really is kind of the important part of everything you do. And I have a mirror here as a reminder that all of the ways that we teach are to be a reflection of who God is. And so whether we are teaching about God's love or His forgiveness or how much He welcomes us, the way that we're teaching kids should also reflect that as well. So if we want kids to know that God's welcoming, of course, He knows us by name. He welcomes us. He includes us. He looks out for those who are lonely and on the edge and brings us in. If we want to be helping kids understand that God is a patient God, then we as the teachers of the children are to be patient with them, to realize that the patience that God has with us can be reflected in the way we care and use gentle words and calm spirits even in chaotic moments. And so as you work with kids this summer, remember to get to know their names, to use those teachable moments, and to let all the ways that you teach them reflect who God is. And so I hope you guys have a fabulous summer. We will be praying for you and the ways that you will connect with and guide children to experience Jesus.